You're a mobile gamer and you're always looking for the best mobile games, but you may have missed some. So today I'm sharing with you 5 mobile games that if you missed, you need to go and download right now because they're incredible, taking over the mobile scene and are incredibly popular. 5 mobile games that I personally enjoy playing myself, so let's dive into the list. The first game on today's list is Honkai Star Rail. This is an open world style strategy game where you could play as multiple different characters who you unlock throughout the game and take them into epic battles along the way. This game has a ton of lore and a ton of story inside of it as well. So if you're someone that likes to dive deep into a game and actually understand why things are happening and what's happening, this is a great option for you to play because it's got a ton of that. In addition, the battle mechanics are really fun. As you could see, turn-based strategy style combat as well as some open world action RPG style combat as well, all within an anime style world that looks amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. One of the best looking games that's launched this year. It's really fun having the opportunity to play as multiple different characters, all with different skills and abilities, which of course can be leveled up to your liking. Choose the characters that you like the best, take them into battle for the best results. As I mentioned, this game is growing immensely and extremely quickly. You may notice it has a similar look to Genshin Impact, and although it's a very different style game, it definitely comes from the same universe. So if you're someone that's been into that style of a game, this is one that you kind of have to check out. It's amazing. People love it. I personally love it, and I think you may as well. Next up is Undone. Undone is an amazing open world survival style game that looks a lot like PUBG. It's actually made from the same creators as PUBG, and it brings us a completely new gameplay style. Inside of this game, the mechanics are very similar to what we know from PUBG, but what you're doing inside of the game is completely different. As you can see, we're foraging through the world, going through some story, and trying to find things that we need to survive. Because inside of this game, you are in charge 100% of your own survival. I'm talking about food, bathing, building, and crafting anything that you'll need to live. And of course, all of this is taking place in a post-apocalyptic world, so there are undead everywhere that you're gonna need to battle to make sure that you survive as well. So you're searching for stuff to survive, you're chopping down trees to survive, you're fighting zombies, but not only that, there are other people playing inside of the game that are gonna want what you have. So there's gonna be a PvE and a PvP element to this game, so you could play it in multitudes of different ways. But you're gonna not only spend a lot of your time out in the open world, foraging and fighting zombies and taking down big beasts so that you could actually survive, but you're also gonna need to do a lot of building as well. Because inside of Undone, you're gonna have your own homestead. Inside of your homestead, you need to build and create your home, your sanctuary, where you live. You're gonna start out with something very slow and you'll grow it into something that is, well, could be a nice castle for you to survive in. It's a really fun game with massive amounts of depth. It's one of those games that you could spend hours per day playing, and there's always gonna be things for you to do, whether it be just completely building up things that you need, creating weapons, foraging, or participating in events that happen inside of the game, or fighting off wolves and dying. Undecember is the first action RPG that I'm featuring here on the channel today, and it's one that is amazing. This one here is available both for your mobile device as well as on Steam, so you could play on mobile and then you could go play it on PC as well. Cross-platform, which I absolutely love. Actually, the other 2 titles that we spoke of earlier today were as well, as are all the other ones on today's list, so amazing features. Inside of Undecember, you start off as a classless character. This means that you don't have to pigeonhole yourself into being a barbarian or a wizard. You can build out your class in any way that you want, utilizing different skills that you would know from in the past, previous different character classes, but here it could all be merged into one character, creating yourself a hybrid character to play with throughout the game. This is all done through the upgrade system and the rune system inside of the game. It offers a lot of depth, somewhere in between Diablo and a Path of Exile. It's not as simple as Diablo makes it and not as complex as Path of Exile. Instead, it's just a nice happy medium. The game looks incredible. Graphics are insane. I think they're some of the best in class, and it's a ton of fun even when you're playing on your phone. It doesn't feel overwhelming on a mobile device. Super fun, tons of things to do inside of the game, and progression to be had along the way. There is never going to be an end to what you have to do. In addition to that, the developers are continuously upgrading and adding new things to the game, so even when you get towards end game stuff, there's always more to embark in as time goes on. Undone is one that I thought was going to be the biggest action RPG out there for 2023, and I will say it is one of the best. You should go check it out. It's one that I've personally spent a lot of time playing and enjoying. If there's ever any games that you're playing that you think deserve being on one of my lists, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. I'll take a look at those games and I'll see if I can fit them into a list in the future. Next on the list is an action RPG, Aethergazer. This one much different than what we were just looking at with Undecember. Instead here, we're in an anime style world that has amazing, stunning, beautiful, bright colored graphics. Again, something that may remind you of Honkai Star Rail from earlier inside of the video, but it's an action RPG style game. Again, tons of different character classes you could choose from inside of this one, and you'll be able to play in multiple different ways with those different classes as you embark on new adventures along the way. This is one that, again, plays very well on both PC and on mobile, and is probably one of the best options if you like anime style action RPGs. This is one that you really can't miss out on. Now, if you're into some more dungeon-y like RPG games, maybe Undecember or one of the games coming up is one that you prefer. But if you're looking for the anime style, this one has that. The mechanics of gameplay are incredible, the controls are on point, and the game is extremely popular, and it's a newer one, so it's going to be continuously growing over time, supported by the developers and the community. Aethergazer is super solid. You can't ignore it. Next, I want to share with you Arena Breakout. This one's about to drop. A lot of people have been involved in the betas already, and yes, I know we're all talking about Warzone dropping. That's going to be going in November or December. We have a lot of time until then, and we're kind of looking for new shooters that we can play. And this one here is one that you're really going to spend a lot of time dropping into the game, trying to upgrade your gear. It's not just your typical shooter like we're used to now. It has a lot more strategy involved in this one, and it's a really great looking game. As you can see from the footage right here, the game looks really incredible. It's on point. The mechanics are a little bit slower than a team deathmatch that you would experience inside of Call of Duty Mobile, and it's a really nice option. There's been tons of support by the developers for this game, and I anticipate that this one is extremely popular as time goes on. I think that this is one that would be a good investment for you if you're a big time shooter fan and you're looking for something different from the PUBG Mobile, the Apex Legends, or even the Call of Duty style games that are available now on PC and on mobile. And yes, of course, this one is available on mobile. And next up, we have Diablo Immortal. This game is my absolute favorite on today's list. I have a second YouTube channel called Echo Gaming Diablo where I cover Diablo Immortal and everything going on inside of Diablo Immortal every single day. And what you're actually watching right now is the brand new class that's about to drop any day now inside of Diablo Immortal called the Blood Knight. This game has captured my life and has had me playing for hours every day for the past year. A lot of people were on the whole scene saying it's pay to win, you can't enjoy this game without paying money. I pay $5 per month and I get to enjoy every single element of this game and be competitive in the majority of them. There's so much depth inside of Diablo Immortal. There's tons of things to do and events that are continuously dropping every single day. And in my opinion, it is the best action RPG available on mobile right now. Now, of course, it's competing with Diablo 4, which just released a month or so ago. But in my opinion, mobile gamers are looking for different things than PC gamers. I don't have the time or the ability to sit at my PC and play Diablo 4 for a few hours per day, but I do have the ability to dive into Diablo Immortal for a few hours per day and participate in all the events and the daily activities that I want to inside of it as a mobile game. With that being said, it has a PC client as well that is pretty darn nice, so when I do want to play it on PC, I could hook up my controller or play with mouse and keyboard and enjoy the gameplay there as well. Diablo Immortal has everything inside of an action RPG that you would want. The only downfall of this one, and honestly, a lot of the ones on today's list are similar here, is there's the ability to spend a lot of money inside of the game. You need to make sure that you set your limits and only spend on things that you want to participate in, that you want to buy. And if that's nothing, you could still enjoy every element of the game and pay absolutely $0. If you haven't tried Diablo Immortal, give it a shot. And if you want to dive deeper into guides and things like that, check out my other channel, Echo Gaming Diablo, and I got you covered over there. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of some of the best games that are coming out, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my daily videos.